coming back to the beach. This time you're going to be swimming out. Actually, you're going to start in the backyard, but we'll go over that one. You're going to come down the beach, you're going to have to swim out. You will find moored out there a big raft. Top of it will be a bunch of blocks of wood, and on the blocks of wood will be pluses and minuses, division signs and multiplication signs. And everyone from your team is going to take one and bring it back up to the house, right into the backfield, where you're going to find the obstacle course. Alright, warriors, so you come up from the beach, everybody has one of these. There's going to be more than this, this is just an example. So the first thing you're going to do is come back here to the beginning of the obstacle course, and you're going to see a board like this. These are the numbers where you're going to plug in your mathematical equation symbols once you know the order. So right now you don't know the order, so you're just going to leave them here. The order that you need to put them in is at the other end of that obstacle course. You only get 5 seconds to look at them. Figure there's 13 symbols, and they need to be in the correct order in order for you to plug them in to your math problem and get the right answer. This example is too short. Yours is going to be much longer than this, but this is how it would play out. And we're not using PEMDAS here. You're just going from left to right, solving across from left to right. So for example, here we see 6 minus 4, that's 2. 2 times 2 is 4. 4 plus 1 is 5. So the answer to this problem is 5. All right, so you come up from the beach and everybody has one piece of a mathematical symbol. And then you're going to come over here and you're going to dump all your pieces. Remember, everyone on your team has a piece, and all goes here. Plus, minus, division, times. Leave them here. So, then you're going to move through the obstacle course. Here we have, you're going underneath that. I don't know, maybe it's a foot high, maybe. Going under here. Then you're going to go across the balance beam. And then you're going to go over this hurdle. If you knock this over, you have to go back to the beginning. If you fall off the balance beam, you have to go back to the beginning.
If you knock off the tennis ball,
you have to go back to the beginning. All right, once you're through the over, you're gonna come through this ladder. We're gonna use it as an agility ladder, so watch your feet. You're gonna go this way. All the way down. 1 foot per square. Then another under. Don't let the tennis ball fall off. Otherwise, back to the beginning. You will see all the mathematical symbols laid out in an order. There will be as many mathematical symbols as you have players on your team. So then you'll see that mathematical list of symbols for 5 seconds. Try to remember as many as you can. Back through the obstacle course you go and try to get them in order down on that end. Your goal is to memorize what you see at this end, fill it in down there to get the correct answer at the beginning. Once you get the correct answer at the beginning, then you can move on to the next phase in the pool. All right, so you've solved the math puzzle, and then the next phase of operations is going to be making your way into the pool to get the washers. You're going to have to go through the gauntlet over there, though, where we're going to hose you down and take your shoes off so you don't get anything dirty in the pool. You're going to come into the pool, all your team members, there'll be these 2 lattices floating in here. Tied up underneath both of them will be a bunch of washers in your team color. You have to collect them so you can play the washer game in the next phase. When you come into the pool to get your washers off the lattice will be fixated, so you'll have to go over to a certain spot. It will be in the deep end, no life jacket, and you'll have to go underneath the lattice to try to untie it. You can't do it from above the lattice. So you go underneath the lattice, untie your washer. There'll be one for every team member on your team. And then when you're done with that, you're gonna swim out to the other end, head up, and then into the backyard for the washer phase of the challenge. So once you've gotten all your washers out of the pool, you're gonna play washers, but you're gonna use this little cornhole, and there'll be as many washers as there are people on your team. So the first team to get all the washers in the hole wins this phase. Once you've done all the washers inside, you can lift up the cornhole and you find a key and you can run to the trunk. And then when you open the trunk, inside there's going to be a ton of little wooden blocks. 78 to be exact for your team. So with these wooden blocks, you're going to have to recreate this particular structure that we have designed. It's a little house. It has windows on each side. It has a little roof. And you're going to have to recreate that before you can move on to the final stage of operations, which would be building the fire and becoming the winner of y = mx + b.